Just spent the morning running around town here, picking up parts. Show you what I got here. Picked up 4 20-ton jacks, this big boy impact socket. We need that for a suspension piece. Got the torque arms, and we got a bucket of hardware. I got all the shipping ready for when the post office opens. Got some merch going out. Thank you everyone who orders that, supports us. Could I please have 11 teen burgers and 3 veggie burgers? Lunch for the boys, and we got beers for the boys. Chace doesn't actually drink beer, so I got him some Moscow Mules. The alcoholic beverages are sponsored by you guys also for the beers for the boys. We appreciate you.
Right now we're getting the suspension on. The most important part here is we're working on the alignment. We're just putting in the last couple packing bolts. It's all resting on the suspension, so it's compressing these. There's a little nut inside here. We're gonna tighten that nut up, bring that in, compress these down so that they're all compressed. Once we got that, we know our alignment left to right is good. We've measured that. It's bang on. It'll just be then leveling the axles and then balancing the axles. Once we do that, we can put those new torsions arm that Darren got, thank you. We'll put those in, weld those so that the angle of the differential's right. Once we have the angle right, it's centered left to right, then we weld on the hangers, suspension is done. So we're getting close to actually having this truck on its own tires.
This is the one that hurts you and it's not chained up.
Yeah, we learned our lesson well.
Double check your 67.3, 67.1, 67.1, so we're the same height, eh?
Yeah.
So are you measuring the bottom of the tape measure or the top of the tape measure?
We're measuring the bottom of the caliper because that's in line with this.
Yeah, okay, same then. Okay, anything?
No, not on this side anyway.
We got to suspend these axles in the air, get them free of their walking beam, and then bring the walking beams back to them. We're going to have to get it back onto the come-alongs, back up airborne.
Yeah, because we got to grind out this side.
Yeah, we're never good. These things are too tight in there to move inside of them.
Yeah. We have our lines now. We know where to line them up, outside to there. We can take them, fuck around with them, and then we can get the hangers on. And we can get this thing rotated into its proper position too with the come along. And actually get the up and down figure.
Okay, so we got to get this thing airborne. Yeah, we're clear. Good Lord willing. Wouldn't it be nice if we had an overhead crane?
There's nothing more I'd like than an overhead crane.
Yeah, the thing about overhead cranes takes a budget, and that's not something we have in the budget right now. The budget's for building this truck.
What's a budget?
We literally raised enough money to build the truck.
With our bare hands?
Yeah, well the thing is that once we actually scale up to production, we're going to need an actual shop. Then it's time to get a shop with an overhead crane. For building the first prototype, just to make sure it works, we don't need an overhead crane to build one.
Why do I have to be left-handed right now? Yeah,
I wish I was left-handed right now.
Yeah. We had a comment, someone's like, you guys are crushing it. I'll see myself out.
Oh, the crushing it jokes have been fantastic. Oh, I bet that suspension, those axles cost an arm. Now that side should come. Oh, hold on, I gotta hold this.
That should be friction on there.
This is how it squished my hand. I was hanging this up and then the axle fell down and squished it. Now we've got it chained up though, so.
Go for ignition.
All right. Yeah. Want to do us the honors of taking off a centimeter? Take a centimeter. Screw it. Just do 2.
Just do 1.5. It needs to
1.5. 1.5. We'll meet you in the middle.
It needs to do what? It needs to move 1.25. Do 1.5. You're not taking too much off.
Yeah, that's the right thing. Yeah, engineered machine parts in the future. This is why doing a prototype is always expensive though. This is literally why everyone says doing a prototype is way more expensive than doing one-offs.
We're still a hell of a lot cheaper than what fucking everyone else is.
We are, because we're doing it by hand, but this is literally why prototypes are expensive.
Nikola spent $50 billion and don't even have prototypes.
It's going to be tight, a tight tolerance. I think we should have 45 that edge, but...
Dan, can you give me one crank pulling the axle towards you?
One crank towards me, Captain.
Yeah, okay.
One crank, Captain.
Little thing of paint, Dan.
Your anti-glue?
No, the paint. Paint. That's not paint.
He wants to huff fumes.
Paint! The thing of paint right there.
Oh, I thought you heard about anti-glue because you're putting a bolt on.
No.
And it's silver and it's paint.
It's not paint. Just because there's no shot of me getting that painted once the axle drops onto it, so. Okay, we can bring the axle down. Good Lord willing. I'll let you guys each work a side and then I'll try to run between sides and watch.
It's not going anywhere on my side.
Oh, it's going on my side, and that loosened it way off. Damn, I hate to say this, but we got to take more off. I don't know. Well, you didn't 45 the end. I said 45 that end.
You guys just kept saying cutting stuff off. You
And then I said cut it and 45 it. You never 45
When
it.
did you say that?
Several times each time. I did. I said cut it to one set, cut it here, and then 45 the end.
Roll the footage back.
Replay that, I guess.
Roll the footage back.
Instant replay. I'd take a centimeter and then just shave her
I do
off.
1.5.
We know it's not going to be toe.
Well, that weld too, it's not flat.
That's what I mean. I'd take one and then bring it off on an angle.
45.
Well, no, I mean like...
Bring it off on an angle.
45.
Well, no, I mean like...
So today on Edison, we're still trying to get these hangers on. That will definitely clear.
Okay.
Let's bring it down. Okay, hold on. 17.25 or 8 fucking there. Don't change a thing.
So we can get your dad to put a quick bead on all of them, all 4 sides, just to get it fucking secured.
Just to make sure. We just got the axles centered. They are the exact same distance between frame rail to frame rail on both sides. So now we're just gonna give her a little tack to make sure it stays there, so then we can take all of this rigging off of it. Then torsion arms. Torsion arm, and we need the tiny hanger. So I'm gonna hop out and have a look at our angles. Push it up against the wall. I'm trying to get it a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower, because the lower we are, the more clearance we actually fucking have. Dad? Yeah? Able to get a little bit of welding here? We're just on the torsion arm here now. Yeah. That's right. We're just checking, we're using this level off the brake drum, and that's gonna check our wheel alignment left to right. We think we've got her dialed in, but this is gonna double check. We'll run one way out pretty far, and then we'll run it the other way. And if there's any difference side to side between this level, we'll know we're off or not. But so far right now, we're 49.5. Yep, 49.5.
49.5.
Bang on. All right, means our alignment is just... Next, we just got to put the torsion arms in. Those torque arms are going to hold the axle at the right height. So, well, there's no drive shaft or anything. So if we had no torque arm in there, this axle would just fall down on the hangers and we'd be dragging our electric motor along the ground. So we're going to double torque arm it, I think. But yeah, that's the next thing. Well, as soon as we get the torque arm in, this axle will stand on its own tires. This is easily the most stressful part of the entire job, because we need to get this within 1/10 of a millimeter, which we did. But God, that was stressful. Now we just got to do it on this back axle. Okay, guys, I also wanted to thank everyone that's been really helping out the crew here. So these are some late nights. We have just 2 months to get this truck fully done in order to time for the fully charged show in September. Are we going to make it? I'm actually not 100% sure on that. We're kind of behind time a little bit, and we're still waiting for some parts, but... Anyways, because of that though, we've been working really late nights. Like we've been doing 12-hour, 14-hour days, and then some. And a lot of that time, the crew is working late in the shop. So what we did last summer when we were doing the proof of concept, we did beers for the boys. In other words, like supporting the crew, buying the guys in the shop, round of beer, round of drinks. Like you have no idea how much that means to the crew out here. Like, they're working overtime, and there's a little thing that they can leave a message and like, hey guys, and we can let people know, and it's just, it's such an encouraging thing when Theron comes in here with a couple cases of beer, and he's like, hey, someone's got us a round of beer, guys, we're working hard. Like, it happened today, and you know what? All the guys had no problem staying 3 hours. You're like, all right, there's a case of beer waiting, we're gonna do a little bit of overtime. At the end of the day, we got these people behind us, we're gonna enjoy a couple beers after. They're supporting the whole crew. Does work harder. It is a fantastic motivation, and everybody really appreciates it. So we just wanted to read off and especially thank those guys that have been helping support our crew. First, we got Robert Barosen. We don't know. He deleted the last.
I accidentally deleted the last letter, and some of these names are not common. So
we don't know what the last letter. He's from Fort Good Hope, Northwest Territories, though, which is really sweet. And then we got Von Grubreski. Out of Airdrie, Alberta. I've actually had a phone call with this guy. He wants to come out this summer and help us out in the shop, and that is so helpful. I have no idea. The more help we can get, the better. Like, he just wants to come out. He even said he's willing to stay in a tent. I'm like, but you know, he just wants to help. Thank you super much, Vaughn.
Brendan Home from Hinton, Alberta.
Oh, you got an easy name.
Of course
I take the next one.
Michael Wood from Comox, BC.
Huge Jones from Sheldon, Washington. Thank you, Hugh.
It was all in capitals. I don't know if I wrote in capitals.
It's probably
but
Hugh. Huge?
yeah. Oh yeah.
It says huge.
It says huge.
It's Hugh.
Chad Stockton from Blue Ridge, Alberta.
Double beers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done it twice. Nathan Winstra. Winstra. Yeah,
Winstra.
Yeah, Winstra from Baytown, Texas. Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Isaiah Albert from Kingswood, Texas.
Kingwood, Texas. Oh, a couple guys from Texas. Wonder if they know each other. Kim Sachs from Barhead, Alberta. You get that one.
No way I'm doing that one.
Yokul. Yokul? Jokul. Jokul. Erlingson.
Did I say where he's from? He's from
Mr. Erlingson.
Iceland.
Iceland. Okay, that makes sense with that, man.
Did I not write where he's from?
No, you did not write where he's from.
I looked it up and because I was like, what? He gave us double.
Double beers and double coffee in the morning. We also have a coffee in the morning, and that's like, hey, we can pick up coffee on the way out. Actually, Theron did that this morning. It was wicked.
Yeah. And double social media as well. Double.
Oh, man, Iceland's awesome. Actually, we were really, personal note, looking at trying to go to Iceland for the honeymoon in October, but that's a different thing. James McLernan.
Yeah. Peabody.
M.A.
Maryland.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts. Yeah.
I wouldn't have got those right. I'm glad you guys are reading them.
Alan Anderson from Gardnerville, Nevada.
Yeah. Jacob Myers from Mongolian Hella, Pennsylvania.
It's not Mongolian.
Mongola Hella. Monogala. You know, there's going to be some dickhead that'll just put in a completely unpronounceable names in the future.
I thought that might be what happened there. I was like, I'm not reading that
Mongola Hella. That's definitely something about Mongolian. And then we got Howard Ketter out of Kelowna, BC. Anyways, guys, just wanted to say thank you so much. It really does go a long way to motivate the whole crew. And
absolutely.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much. It means a lot to all of us.
We're going to keep pulling these long hours. Yeah. Get this thing done. Special thing on the merch for Andrew Davis, and specifically, he ordered some merch off of our store, and he selected pickup. So he wants to come out to the Edison shop here, pick it up, his merch himself, see the shop, see what we're doing, which is great. We love that. It's awesome. But when we try to email you, it goes directly to the spam box, or the spam folder. I don't know why, but it just says that our emails are in our spam, so we tried to hey, here's our address, when did you want to come pick it up? But it goes to the spam. So if you could check that and get back to us, then we can get you the address, or my phone number or something, so you can come pick it up yourself. So, sorry.